Hi everyone, in today's topic we are going to talk about copyright infringement, the DMCA Digital Millennium Copyright Act, what to do in what scenario, everything you need to know as an Amazon seller. So my name is Dr. Vasamin. I'm CEO at Upscale Valley, a full service Amazon FB agency. And when we talk about the full service, definitely it goes beyond PPC, and there are many other matters which you're supposed to handle as a seller. We as an agency help you to cater these matters as well. So the copyright on when it comes to the Amazon sellers, in majority cases that is more about the creative work. For example, images, then your A plus content, your brand story, and then your insert card. If any picture, usually I mean people can also do it, they can order your product, see the insert card. If you have copied their insert card design, they can report a violation. Or sometimes it also happens, you have used the picture of insert card anywhere on your listing, they'll take that example if you have copied that, and then put a copyright infringement against you. So there are some important parameters or measures which you need to take care to make sure that your business does not get super affected or any such kind of small mistake. For example, mistake number one: you have ordered someone or hired someone from Fiverr or Upwork to get your images for your product. You have given them the raw images and they are doing the graphic work, but they are simply copy pasting it from your competitors, and you, without realizing that, upload it on Amazon. Now your inventory is in Amazon FBA warehouse. Your competitor realize that you have copied their images. They put down a DMCA takedown notice, copyright infringement. Your whole inventory, your honeymoon period is gone for a long time. I mean, if you have really make a mistake, then definitely you need to recall the inventory. Or even if the image is related to the inventory, it's on the packaging, it's on the insert card, then you need to recall the inventory, remove that component. That can be packaging, that can be insert card, then send back the inventory. If it's about image, still it's going to take roughly 14 days of your time, so it does impact your launch and everything. So that is the mistake number one. Second scenario is if someone else has copied your images and they have exactly copied your images on Amazon platform. You need to know what to do in this scenario, how to report the violation, and then how to send the DMCA takedown notice. And then the third scenario is someone has sent you a DMCA takedown notice, or you can say simply report a violation, copyright violation against your images. So you need to know in which case you are not the culprit and it's a false accusation, and then false accusation, and then how you can play against that, and how you are supposed to file the DMCA counter notice. So the first one, if you are going to report a violation, that is DMCA takedown notice. If you are reporting against like someone has filed the violation against you and you are fighting against that, that is DMCA counter notice. So you need to know what to do in that scenario as well. So I'll start from the first one and then to the second, then to the third scenario. So the first one is I would highly recommend you guys to make sure you see at least top 20 and 30 competitors, 20 to 30 competitors listing images, their content, their brand story, and make sure your graphic is not a copy of their work. Your in-house team member can also make this mistake without realizing the consequences of that, or a freelancer can also make this mistake. So make sure you or someone responsible from your team is taking factor of this thing, taking this thing into consideration. That is very important. So that is the first point. The second thing, how to report a violation. Before, it used to be like a complex way. I mean, there used to be a complex way to do it. That was, you are supposed to send an email at copyright@amazon.com. There is a subject matter, and then there is a content of the email where you are supposed to share the description of the product, then the other details, then the good faith part, then what went wrong, then your details, and then all that stuff. And you were supposed to use somewhat legal language and then send it. But now Amazon has made it very simple, because that's a very common activity on Amazon platform. So let me share my screen and show you how we can do it. So here I am, if you can see the screen, I am at brandregistry.amazon.com, and here I need to go to the protect section. There, report a violation, it will show the same page. Once it gets there, I need to take an example. So this is just a rough example of a product. So I have copied the S in here, and then I've come to Amazon. So you can report up to 100 products. So it means, for example, if you are in a niche or in a category where your competitors, or where it's common to have like 10-20 variations that are apparent, for example bath towels, for example pack of balloons, such kind of products. So each individual child SN will be considered as an SN. So it means if you have limit of up to 100 products and your competitors have average like 15 to 20 SNs, you can maximum send copyright infringement to 5 competitors if all have copied your stuff. It is very significant in case of utility patent, but here just wanted to educate you how, what does it mean actually. So here I have selected this SN, and now you can see you can select the whole SN for the infringement, the entire SN and its associated offer, everything will be reported, or you can go detail and you can see all the 13 images. You can maybe select, okay, so this image is my copyright infringement, this image is my copyright infringement, and then you can also take claim against the offer if you want to. And then here is the report, the stuff. You can see the copyright infringement, patent and trademark. Trademark infringement is usually at the point if someone has copied your brand name is getting traction, and someone has copied your brand name in their title. So at that point you can send the trademark infringement. Here in this case it's going to be copyright infringement, and there you can see this stuff. This type of infringement is disabled. You can proceed further. See, the copyright images are used without the authorization on the product detail page, not the physical product or its packaging, so you need to mention that. You can report potential infringement for brand in which you have the rights or registered role, so you can put your brand name and then submit. So it's that simple. It's that simple to report a violation. But then the third scenario, let's discuss. Okay, so there's another case, I'll just skim through it. If somewhat you do not have brand registry up till now and you're supposed to report a violation, you can simply open a case. There are two ways. First is copyright at amazon.com, or the other way is there are contact us forms, there are pages on Amazon where you can send the copyright infringement without signing into brand registry, but then again that directs you to the seller support help desk, help center, so you can simply go there, open a case and get it done. So that's another way. The third thing is, like, let's say if someone has reported a violation against your SN, Amazon will simply take down your SN and then will ask you what to do next. So that is going to take like roughly, you can say you'll have a time period of 7 to 14 days, roughly somewhere in between. Now there can be before it used to be either you admit your, and there are definitely only two things. First thing, you are at mistake. So in that case there is no black hat technique which I'm going to share. So all you're supposed to do is take down make apologies of your mistake, take down that image or that A+ content or whatsoever you want to remove, and then send a appeal to Amazon. Okay, so I acknowledge I made the mistake. This is what I am doing to make sure to rectify the mistake. This is what I have done against the resource who made the mistake, if there is any such kind of system. And the third point is, I have gone through all the documentations related to copyright infringement shared or published by Amazon to make sure that I do not repeat the mistake in the long term. So short term solution that can be, I acknowledge, I have fixed the short term part, whatever was the mistake. About the resource, I have trained them, I have fired the resource. So that is the short term part, these four things, and the other is the long term. So that's the approach. In between content you can write on your own, but that should be the layout. And then the second scenario is there are sometimes people play with your play mischievous, and they just file copyright infringement while there is no such thing. So in those cases what you do is you simply put up the DMCA Counter-Notice. Now before it used to be again copyright at amazon.com, DMCA Counter-Notice. In true belief, I want to appeal that this is not a violation and all that. That was a long template. I still have that saved, but now Amazon has made it pretty simple. You have either two options: either you appeal and remove it down, or the other thing is you file the DMCA counter notice. In that case, Amazon just displays a button. I do not have the case to show it right now, but Amazon will just simply display a button, DMCA counter notice. You'll click it and then that's it. Now it's up to the competitor. Either he's supposed to take back his violation claim, or he can go against you in the court. So he has either of the two options. And majority of the time, if someone has put false accusation on you, he won't take the courage to go against you in the court. So most of the time what happens is they just buy the time, wasting your 14 days on Amazon, and then your listings are reinstated, you can sell back. So it's that a simple scenario in this case. So that is the important detail. You are not supposed to get panic. What happens in every scenario I've discussed in details. That is an important part of the business, especially when you are in a comparative niche. The competitors do get agitated if you make any mistake, or there are some mischievous competitors who try to take leverage of any of the mistake which you made in the early days, which can damage your honeymoon period and your early boost in the sale. So make sure you are aware of that, and make sure if someone has sent a false or wrong a DMCA notice against you, you don't get panic, and you are calmed down so easy, and then you are handling the situation like it should be handled. That's all for this video. Thank you so much. If you like the content, do click the like button, that really helps. Click subscribe the channel and share the video with your friends, whoever is stuck right now in the copyright part. I'll see you soon with the next one. Till then, goodbye.